It's always pumpkin spice cupcake time.
Always pumpkin spice cupcake time.
Always pumpkin spice cupcake time.
It's always time.
It's really hard to say.
We got a lot of sugar. Today we're gonna be ranking our top 5 favorite pumpkin spice things. There is already a list over at ranker.com where thousands of people have voted on what their favorite pumpkin spice things are. So throughout the episode, we're gonna be comparing our lists with the general public's lists. So Mikaela, what is your number 5?
So my number 5 is Ranker's number 9, which is the pumpkin Pop-Tarts.
The pumpkin spice Pop-Tarts.
Pop-Tart.
Let's try
Okay,
these bad
let's
boys.
bust these bad boys open. Here's my thing. Pop-Tarts don't miss. They're all good. So it's like, it had to go on the list for me.
You're right, they do not miss. This is very good.
They always really nail the flavors. Like with their hot fudge sundae and what's their original one?
The strawberry?
The strawberry. It's like all of their flavors, the blueberry ones, the s'mores one.
Brown sugar gets too much credit though.
I love brown sugar. That's my favorite.
My mom used to always just be like, oh, I get more of the brown sugar Pop-Tarts. Like, get the fun ones. Get the ones where they're just like, it's cake.
But yeah, Pop-Tarts, they just really nail flavors every single time. So I had to put them on the list.
Okay, so my number 5 was actually unranked, not yet on the list. We gotta put it on there. Pumpkin spice Twinkies. You wanna talk about a brand that doesn't miss? That's the Twinkie.
That's really good. Because it's subtle enough that it's not overpowering to like your regular Twinkie flavor.
It's got the little spice in it too, where there's a little bit of that kick.
A little bit of pumpkin spice.
A lot of people think pumpkin spice is just pumpkin flavored. It's not. There's supposed to be a little kick to the pumpkin spice.
It's a little spice. My number 4 is Ranker's number 24. The pumpkin spice Milano Cookies. These cookies are just so good in general.
They are so good. Milanos are also fantastic.
Is this just me, or do Milano cookies look like they're expensive?
They really do.
You know what, I guess they are overall because you don't get the whole pack like the way you do Oreos or Chips Ahoy, but they do seem like a fancier cookie.
I'm gonna say that. I think this is the classiest cookie.
This is the classiest cookie. What I like about these is because the flavor isn't as like overpowering and too sweet. It's just like a little hint.
I could murder the whole bag of these.
And they still stick with the chocolate for these ones. They don't kick the chocolate. So you're still getting all their flavors.
What would you say, by the way, is the classiest candy? I'd say the York Mint. Like the Milano's the classiest cookie because it's like, I don't really like them that much. It's probably why. It's like, no, you have to be like smart and fancy to really enjoy the flavor of these. And that's the same, like I don't get York Mint.
Well, I do love York Mint.
You're better than me.
I am better than you. So that's probably why.
So my number 4 was Ranker.com's number 47. Pumpkin spice ice cream.
You really can't go wrong with like throwing different flavors in ice cream.
I mean, this is good.
That's fantastic.
This is getting me ready for Thanksgiving here. Like I feel like we're in the thick of fall.
This is strong pumpkin. This is so rich. It's delicious, and I'm gonna be sick later off of it.
I know, I need to literally stop eating this, but
I
that's
know, but
why
that's
it's so
good. Man, all the stuff that makes you feel awful is the best. All right, so my number 3 was shockingly number 5 on Ranker's list. I kind of assumed it was gonna be number 1. It's the pumpkin spice latte from Starbucks. I didn't want to wait in the actual line, so I made it at home. You know, this is like what every girl gets so excited about that Starbucks is about to drop, the pumpkin spice latte.
Yeah, this is the basic batch drink.
You know, when you smell it, it reminds me of a weekday. You go through the drive-thru at Starbucks, you get your pumpkin spice latte, and you go to school, go to work, whatever it is. And it's a little chilly outside, you got your sweater on, you got your boots on. This is what it feels like to me.
I know you're not a cold weather gal, but I do wish that you could have gone to high school like for like one day in DC when it's like it's really cold. When you get that pumpkin spice latte and it's October, you feel the thing and it's really actually warm you up. I love people who hold coffee with 2 hands.
Look how precious this is.
Don't talk to me until I've had my coffee. It smells so good. Okay, so my number 3, also unranked, and I kind of understand why, because it's very specific. The pumpkin spice Mochi. I love Mochi.
I do too, but I would have never thought to do a pumpkin spice flavor.
Little bites, because it's really cool.
I know.
You know what I like about this? Like a lot of these are like, we have a hint of pumpkin in this.
Pumpkin.
That's a pumpkin. They basically froze a pumpkin and did their Mochi to it. It's like straight pumpkin in there.
God damn, that's really strong.
It's good though, right? You don't like it?
Not for me.
No? My number 3.
The pumpkin went like this.
Yeah.
To me, you know?
Yeah, it's also, we're hitting the halfway point where you might be able to out-pumpkin now.
That's very true. So I'm bringing back these guys for my number 2. It is Ranker's number 7, which is actually the Coffee Mate Pumpkin Spice Creamer.
Interesting.
Because I'm a big creamer gal. Here is why I like this one actually over the pumpkin spice latte. I said, pumpkin spice latte reminds me of the week. Like you're going to school, going to work. Creamer reminds me of at at-home coffee. And I love nothing more than an at-home cup of coffee on a weekend. It's still a little chilly outside, but you got your little cup of coffee on the couch and you're about to start watching some fall movies.
Yeah.
And it's nice. It's more homey to me. I love Coffee Mate because their flavors will punch you in the face too.
Oh, they're not holding anything back.
No, but yeah, that's why I like this one. It just reminds me of home.
So my number 2 was Ranker.com's number 25. It is the pumpkin spice cupcake.
Can't go wrong with a good cake.
You kind of can't go wrong with the cupcake. I was gonna put this one at number 4, but then the presentation.
It's beautiful. You can't go wrong with any like bready, like any pastry, you know? Like, this is what pumpkin spice flavored things should be. The coffee also, it's trying to mimic what this pastry is.
You can buy this thing year round. It doesn't matter the season.
Yeah.
It's always pumpkin spice cupcake time.
It's always pumpkin spice cupcake time.
Always pumpkin spice cupcake time.
Always pumpkin spice cupcake time.
It's always time.
It's really hard to say.
We've got a lot of sugar. What is your number 1?
So my number 1 is actually unranked. It are these Werther's Originals pumpkin spice soft caramels. I am just such a fan of caramel. And this one, it's not an overwhelming pumpkin spice, but it's definitely different than a caramel. You will have to hide these from me later, or you'll have to hide them. I mean, or throw them away. I can't speak right now. Holy shit, I had too much sugar.
They're so good.
You're so good.
The caramel's just so good.
So good, so that's what I'm saying. You'll have to either throw these away or hide them from me later.
Caramel's just so good, it's like, of course it's your number 1.
When I'm an old lady, I'm gonna carry around caramel in my purse.
I'm shocked you don't now.
I eat them all when I put them in my purse.
Okay, so my number 1 is also unranked. It's the Pumpkin Spice Things Up Glade Spray. So, do you want to know why it's my number 1?
What's your number 1?
Because I knew it would just drive you nuts. The second I saw this, I was like, I just really want to spray this.
That actually is a very like nice, strong scent.
And I think the reason why you might like it too is because this also has notes of caramel.
Ooh.
And I'm taking those in.
I'm picking up the notes. Everyone at home, I want you just to close your eyes, sniff, you know, your room or wherever you're sitting watching this episode. And I just want you to imagine a room full of light pumpkin and notes of caramel.
Notes of caramel.
And it just smells like fall.
So there you have it. Those were our top 5 pumpkin spice things. If we missed any of your favorites, let us know in the comments, or better yet, just head over to Ranker.com and vote your favorites to the top. Please add Twinkies. Why aren't Twinkies there? And of course, let us know in the comments which one of us you guys think had the best list, or
who's on top.
Who's on top? Brought to you by Ranker.
Bye, guys.